You think she's yours. You think because you're a good guy, because you're loyal, because you have history, because she said, "I love you," that you have somehow earned a permanent title deed to her heart, her loyalty, her future. You believe your love, your commitment, your sacrifices have bought you a form of emotional ownership. This is the beautiful, romantic, and utterly dangerous lie that society has relentlessly sold to you since you were a boy. Now, I am about to give you the brutal, uncomfortable, yet ultimately liberating truth that will inoculate you against devastating future heartbreak and will make you infinitely stronger, more resilient, and far more attractive. Are you ready for it? Are you sure you can handle it? She is never truly yours. It is, and it always will be, just your turn. Understanding this one single, harsh, unyielding reality is the absolute master key to understanding female psychology and the secret to becoming the man she never, ever wants to leave. Today, I'm going to break down precisely why this is true, and more importantly, how you can use this forbidden, almost cynical knowledge to your ultimate advantage. And the third implication of this truth is the one that will transform you from a boy who constantly fears loss into a king who commands unwavering respect. This is not a game. This is reality. So where did we get this insidious, damaging idea of permanent, unconditional, almost guaranteed ownership in love? We got it from fairy tales. We got it from romantic comedies. We got it from a social script that is deliberately designed to create societal stability, but one that completely, willfully ignores the raw, primal, and often brutal nature of human attraction and sexual dynamics. This Disney delusion, as I call it, teaches men that once you get the girl, once she's your girlfriend or your wife, the work is done. You've won the prize, and she is now yours, forever and ever. Amen. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, the single most dangerous, most self-sabotaging belief a man can possibly hold in a relationship, because it inevitably, fatally breeds complacency. And complacency, gentlemen, in the unforgiving world of female desire, is a slow-acting poison. It is a death sentence for attraction. The reality is this: a woman's attraction, her respect, and her loyalty are not a one-time decision she makes. It is a continuous, moment-to-moment, often subconscious evaluation. You don't earn her forever with one grand gesture. You earn her, you re-win her for today. This is not a flaw in her character, it is a feature of nature, and the man who understands this, who respects this, is the man who ultimately wins. So what is the deep biological and psychological engine that drives this "it's just your turn" reality? It is a principle that I call continuous selection. In some circles, this is related to the controversial, often misunderstood concept of hypergamy. On a deep, primal, often completely subconscious level, a woman is perpetually passively auditioning the men in her world, including the man she is currently with. Her ancient biological programming is constantly, silently asking, "Is the man I am with right now the best possible option for my survival, my replication, my emotional well-being, and my social standing?" When you first got her, when she first chose you, you were, in that moment, her best perceived option. But understand this: your turn is a lease, not a deed. It is a stewardship, not an ownership, and that lease must be renewed daily based on your actions, your ambition, your strength, your frame. The absolute moment you stop being her best perceived option, either because you have allowed yourself to become complacent, weak, and stagnant, or because a genuinely, demonstrably better option presents itself, is the moment her subconscious and then her conscious mind starts looking for a new tenant for her heart. This sounds cruel, it sounds transactional, but it is nature's brutal, unforgiving quality control mechanism. And understanding it doesn't make you a cynic, It makes you a realist. It makes you sharp, and it forces you to consistently be the best possible version of yourself, which is the ultimate gift. Law number 1, never stop building your kingdom. The principle, the man who keeps his turn, the man who extends his lease indefinitely, is the man who never, ever stops growing. Your mission, your purpose, your relentless self-improvement must always remain your primary focus. The potent psychology. A man on a steep upward trajectory is infinitely more attractive and harder to leave than a man who is stagnant or worse, declining. Your ambition, your drive, your constant visible evolution are the very things that made you her best option in the first place. When you get comfortable, when you get complacent, when you stop building, your value begins to depreciate in her eyes, and her subconscious, continuous selection process starts scanning the horizon for a better investment. The application. Always have goals you are ruthlessly pursuing. Be in the gym, consistently getting stronger. Be learning a new skill, growing your income, expanding your mind. Your unwavering focus on your mission is the powerful gravitational force that keeps her securely in your orbit. The absolute moment you make her your mission, you have already lost the game. Law number 2, cultivate walkaway power. The principle, you must genuinely, in your heart and in your soul, be completely, utterly okay with her leaving at any moment. You must operate not from a place of fear and scarcity, but from a profound mindset of authentic abundance. The potent psychology. This is the ultimate, most powerful paradox of attraction. The crippling fear of losing her is precisely what makes men become needy, controlling, jealous, and weak. The very behaviors that cause her to lose attraction and leave. When a woman subconsciously senses that you don't desperately need her, that your world would not crumble without her, that you would be perfectly fine and still a king on your own, it makes her feel incredibly safe and simultaneously triggers her own deep-seated fear of losing you. Your authentic indifference to the outcome makes her desperately want to secure a positive outcome with you. The application, cultivate your own strong social circle. Know your own intrinsic value. Never, ever tolerate disrespect or major violations of your boundaries. Be willing, at a moment's notice, to end the relationship yourself if it is not meeting your fundamental standards for peace, respect, and loyalty. Your genuine, unshakable willingness to walk away is the most powerful magnetic force that makes her desperately want to stay. Law number 3, be the source of the feeling. The principle. As we've discussed before, her loyalty isn't to you, the person. It's to the powerful, addictive emotional state you consistently provide. You must be the consistent, reliable, and best source of the feelings her primal brain craves. A profound sense of safety, a thrilling sense of excitement, a deep feeling of being desired, and an unwavering feeling of respect for you. The potent psychology. Women and all humans are driven by their emotions. If you are the man who, through his strength, provides a sanctuary of safety, through his adventurous spirit, provides a hit of excitement, and through his confident frame, provides a feeling of deep respect and desire, she will not want to leave that state. If you become complacent and begin to provide boredom, anxiety, predictability, and a reason to lose respect, her subconscious, continuous selection process will naturally begin to seek a new, better source for the feelings she is now missing. The application. Lead. Be decisive. Be playful. Create sexual tension. Be the rock in her chaos. Never become a boring utility, a mere provider of things. You are not her provider of comfort. You are her provider of a powerful, compelling, irreplaceable emotional reality. As long as you are the best, most potent emotional dealer in her town, she will keep coming back for more, and she will be fiercely loyal to her supplier. Does this truth sound terrifying? Does it sound cynical? For the unaware man, the blue-pilled man, it absolutely is. It shatters his entire romantic fantasy. But for the man who is willing to see the world as it truly is, for the aware man, this truth is the ultimate, most profound liberation. It frees you from the crippling, constant fear of loss. It frees you from the exhausting, impossible burden of trying to lock her down or own her. It frees you from the weak, supplicating mindset of ownership and replaces it permanently with the powerful, sovereign mindset of stewardship. Your job is not to own her. Your job is to be the undisputed king of your own kingdom, to be such a powerful, compelling, high-value, ever-evolving man that she would be an absolute fool to ever want to leave your side. This truth doesn't chain you to a life of performance. It forces you. It inspires you to become the absolute best, most powerful version of yourself. And that, gentlemen, is the ultimate prize. You are the prize. She's not yours. It's just your turn. The 3 laws to make your turn last a lifetime. To make her never want to leave. 1, never ever stop building your kingdom. The law of perpetual motion. 2, cultivate unshakable walk-away power. The law of authentic abundance. 3, be the irreplaceable source of the feeling. The law of emotional leadership. This is a hard, uncomfortable pill to swallow for many. It requires a new level of personal responsibility. In the comments below, I want you to make a king's decree. I want you to tell me, what is the hardest part about accepting this "it's just your turn" reality? And how can men better prepare themselves, starting today, to become the kind of man a woman would never want to leave? I want to hear your uncensored, powerful thoughts. If this brutal yet liberating truth just woke you up from a dangerous slumber, if it shattered your old programming, share this video. It's time more men were liberated from the disempowering Disney fantasy and armed with the truth of their own potential. To continue your journey of mastering the forbidden, uncomfortable truths of psychology, attraction, and power, make sure you have absolutely obliterated that subscribe button and have activated all notifications. Stop trying to own her. It's impossible. Own yourself. That is the only path to true power.